So, okay, next we came to the possibility that we can play a note tone or rather a ito note in different degrees of motion intensity, and we start with observing the 1/8 note tone, for example. And yeah, when we place this note tone over the center line like this here or like this, we indicate that we play this forward-backward motion with a higher motion intensity. Yeah? Important is that the forward, you can see this inside the notational breakdown here left, that the forward and the backward motion, so the note and the E-tone, got nearly the same speed and duration. The same consideration for the one E-tone note, we can place this E-tone note over the center line, like this here, like this, to indicate the respective higher motion intensity. So, but now, when we move the record in a slower motion intensity, for example, in shape of a 1/8 note tone, we must draw the stem up. The same orthographical legality like the notes or like the E-tone, we must write the stem by a positioning under the center line up. So, and at the 1/8 note tone, the bar shows in the right direction, in opposite to the 1/8 E-tone note, the bar shows in the left direction. And now we can place this record motion in different degrees under the center line, and so we indicate that we move the record in the respective motion intensity. So now a video once again, and I show some examples of such a movement force, and we start with the noted tone. And you can see, and here right now in the video I go increasingly more higher with my movement force, like this for a noted tone, and then E-tone note is the same, higher and higher. So, and in fact we must play in this case the note tone or the E-tone note in the higher range of the staff over the center line. Now we came to the opposite. We move the record in a slower motion intensity in shape of a note first. Yeah, and I go increasingly more down, and now a E-tone note is the same. Okay, now an exception refers to the placement on the center line. That means this notational indication, or rather this symbol here, denotes a 1/8 E-tone note, and in this fact we must play the note as a release and then the E-tone by hand. But when we see this brace here, this hand brace, you know this additional sign from the lesson 1, we must move the record completely by a hand. Yeah, but in the same motion intensity as when we play the note as a release. So the same, of course, for the E-tone note. When we see this hand brace under the clef, we must move the record completely by a hand. Okay, such an example can we see right now in the video. First, note tone placed on the center line without a hand brace. It goes like this, and now with a hand brace. The same motion intensity, but played by a hand movement. So, when we play the E-tone note, the same without a hand brace, so the release, incorporate, and now completely by a hand, and it goes like this. So, and you see the hand brace is very important in this fact, and at the YouTube channel, in mostly of all scratch techniques that I explain in the playlist, you see this hand brace. And yeah, this is the reason why the most scratch techniques are played completely by a hand movement, and so I can indicate a universal notational indication placed on the center line mostly.